Often, when we think about reinventing ourselves, we think about becoming someone else. Yet, what we really should be thinking about is getting closer to our true self. We often think about reinventing ourselves when we experience a big event in our lives, like a new year, a loss of a job, a divorce. But time is a fleeting commodity. If we want to reinvent ourselves, the time is now, especially since what we are actually talking about is nurturing our own personal growth and development. An upgrade of ourselves should be an exciting opportunity to reevaluate the areas of our life that can use some stretching or exploring. Thinking about transformation as an empowering process is exactly what will keep our lives moving forward. It's our very own personal and never ending opportunity to explore new parts of ourselves and continue to grow and evolve. So, while change is unavoidable, transformation should be a conscious choice that goes beyond reaching a specific goal, like losing weight or starting a new business, since the goals that we reach are the evidence of the transformation that is taking place. And while they highlight markers along the way, they are not the open ended process that transformation can be. Since you're watching this video, it is safe to assume that you had been thinking about reinventing yourself, or at least you have considered it. So why not submit yourself to the process of self-improvement for once and for all, and commit to the work without questioning the process? True transformation is not a quick fix or an overnight event, but a deliberate process of uncovering your true self. Why not give yourself a year and just see what happens? If you truly commit to it, you'll get addicted to it, and you will never go back to ignoring investing in yourself again. So let's look at some ideas of how to get the process started. The first step is to determine what areas of your life you want to reinvent. Since this is an investment in yourself, look at it from that lens. During your initial evaluation, make every effort to restrain yourself from the natural tendency of criticizing or diminishing yourself when you start listing whatever it is that you want to upgrade in your life. After all, we're all work in progress, and just like any good wine, we will keep getting better and better with time and investment in our growth and development. So evaluate the areas of your life that need some upgrading in an objective way. The next step will be to dig a little deeper and identify the habits that fit the behaviors we want to change. There is a great book by Charles Duhigg called The Power of Habits. This book could be an excellent asset to arm yourself with as you engage in your journey. As Duhigg describes in the book, developing keystone habits can create long term sustainability for your transformation. Basically, these habits teach us that success does not depend on getting every single thing right, but instead relies on identifying a few key priorities and fashioning them into powerful levels. So once you have identified the habits that need some sprucing up, commit to practicing the new behaviors until they become your new keystone habits. In my case, I had a really hard time committing to a regular exercise routine. Every other morning, I will ignore my alarm and stay in bed just a little bit too long instead getting up and doing my exercise. So I started writing down my thoughts when I ignore my alarm and eventually realized that I will be more successful sticking to my exercise routine if I simply change the time when I exercise. So nowadays, I get up, I take my dogs for a long walk, and then I will do my exercise routine. So far, it's mostly working, although I will admit that still work in progress. But that is exactly the point. What is important to remember is to commit to practice every day your soon to be new habits so they become part of you. So while we are going through the process of developing new habits to support our transformation, it is very important to set realistic goals. In my case, I knew that setting a goal to exercise every day for 90 minutes was not realistic for me. So I started very, very small with a 10-minute routine that turned into 15, that turned into 20, and eventually 30 minutes. That's where I am today. One very helpful tool that worked for me was to start a journal and write down what I accomplished every day, how I felt, even in the days where I fail. Instead of just being overcritical of myself for failing, I analyze what triggered my lack of interest in exercising that day. And that helps me to anticipate behaviors that may derail my progress. Try it and see if it works for you too. Just set aside a few minutes every day to capture your thoughts as you continue to explore your new habits. I will also suggest that you share your goals with others in your life that can offer not only support but also real feedback. Growth and change, it's about getting out of our comfort zone. So, having someone else helping us evaluate our progress and perhaps identifying our blind spot is very helpful. In my case, it was my husband that suggested that I change the schedule for my exercise routine. And he has helped me stay on track by just asking me about my progress and sometimes suggesting new exercise routines that keep my commitment fresh. So, look for those in your life that will be able to offer real feedback and support. Remember, it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not that is holding you back. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because while you step away from your limited vision of yourself and move into the new version of you, it will take every commitment from you to reach your desired transformation. During the process, celebrate every victory, small and large. Reinventing yourself is a process, a lifetime process, but we are working every second that we invest in our personal growth and development. So enjoy the journey. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Every week I share tips, ideas, and resources to feed your mind and support your positive mindset. I'll see you next week.